Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
That information is not available.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.
How do you do? Hope you're all okay. Because I've got a shorter intro, I have to get on the other bit quicker. It doesn't always sync in time. Anyway, so welcome to number 62, integrating the contour and the shift. So let's just get on with it, shall we? So what we're going to do today, with a bit of luck, is unify this width notch stroke contour stroke, what was the other thing it was? I can't remember now. Shift, that was it. So in order to do that, I probably need to make a bit of room at the sides. So I need to crunch these over a little bit, maybe. And I need to somehow separate the notch from the contour, but on the same line, if that's even possible. It needs to have its own line, basically, in a different colour, so they overlap. Yeah, so they're sort of semi-transparent. Yeah, so that's where we're going to go today. Let me just check we've got some legible audio from the contour. We certainly have, so right, that's all good stuff so far. So we spent yesterday messing around here. It's done some vibe coding and overlapped some stuff, and it's got some wrong values coming out and all sorts. We won't bother with that yet. We just want to get the UI operational. And at the minute, the two lines, the notch and the contour, are fighting against each other, so I think we need a separate line for each one, but they need to be constrained within the width, and that width needs to be able to shift it left and right. So presumably all that's taken care of in the radio itself, hopefully. It is experimental until we get to the point where we can find out what is actually going on in the radio. I'd say the contour and the notch, it is actually separate. The notch cuts out a valley in order to get rid of noise, and the contour will tune down the audio and up boost it and reduce it, but not cut it. So whether this notch bit, because at the minute the notch we can vary up and down as well, whether that's even a thing, it possibly is, or you're just notching out completely. We'll have to work that out, but at the minute they've both got the variable ability to move up and down. Anyway, let's have a look at the last executable file we did. This is the thumbnail. Let's just wobble that out the way a minute and load up the thumbnail. Sorry, the executable. Right, so this is what we got last time. We got the radio on. Let's see if there's anyone around. I think we've still got width enabled, so let's just turn off the width. There we go. So we've already got operational. This is simple drag up and down, DNR, digital noise reduction. And we've got the noise blanket. And we've also got the width. Now this is moving the sides up and down. Let's just reduce the RF gain so I don't have to listen to the static too much. Now we've got here, we've got to change this handle as well, because this is just a handle, although it is a contour handle. So this is a contour. At the minute you can go up and down, but it isn't going up very high. So we need to bring this down sort of level with this. but the sides then need to have, so need to bring it down by half, I'd say. Yeah, bring it down by a little bit. So this top of the trapezoid is sort of centre, and we need to be able to push the contour up and down. And the notch is doing the same line at the minute. And I need to find out whether it is a variable notch, or is there any point in dragging it up and down. We're not too sure yet. We'll have to check the data sheet for the notch. And I think we need a separate line, because when we cross the two lines over, don't cross the streamers, we get a weird glitch going on. Yeah, so I think we're going to have a different coloured line. So basically you want two lines from the top of the trapezoid and the left and right side, and these lines then activate independently from there to there. We'll have a slightly different colour for each one, and then we can then overlap them without any issues, and we can see where they overlap as well. So that is the general idea. So, and also we need to be able to grab. So grab the trapezoid. So we need some space. We need to work out the space for shifting. So I think we're going to have to get some space here. These noise blanket and noise reduction, they just go up and down, so we're going to have to move this bar over, maybe to there. It would give about 2 or 3. So if we do 4 and put it in the middle, which means this will be a sharper, steeper thing, but that's okay. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we could just do half. Maybe we could just do half. Although 4 is better, at least the line will be in the middle. And the same over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll put it there. Then we'll have all this space going up to here for the width and the shift. Because we need to be able to minimize the width and maximize it. But then we need some space to be able to, with a new thumb, be able to move instead of just moving it in and out. We need to move the whole thing over and over like that. And obviously, when that moves, the two lines will move with it. The notch and the contour will move with it. The minute that if you squeeze them, they get pushed together. But when you're doing that, they stay where they are. But when we have this extra one that moves the whole width, trapezoid left and right, they all have to track with it, I think. Yeah, possibly, yeah, definitely. So if you do shift it, then you will have to reposition your notch. Yeah, because you'd want to do that anyway, wouldn't you? If you're sliding your shifting your band pass, let's say, around, you'd want to reposition your boost and peak. Say if you was listening down here initially and you shifted the trapezoid over, or the width over, you'd then want to boost or cut in a different position. And when these are flat-lined, you're basically turning them off. So when they're flat-lined like that, they are actually off. It's only when you move them down or up they do anything. So, well, this one would only go down. This notch can't boost a notch, you can only cut. This one you can cut and boost the contour. Anyway, let's see what we can do. So we know our goals. So I think the first thing we'll do is we'll move these. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that red line needs to go 4 over, and this one needs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 over, so it's there. Yeah, and we should be able to get that info and that info in the square there. Yeah, that's going to give us a lot more room in the middle for the main activity. Okay, let's just bring back the thumbnail. The thumbnail is back, and get into the software. So we're going to have to use probably Gemini again. ChatGPT keeps cutting me off right at the point. Acid Cows, how you doing? Welcome. How you doing? I must be up past my bedtime, or you are up very early. Well, it's not that early. It's 8 o'clock, 12 minutes past 8 in the UK. I did get up a little bit early, around about 6:30, something like that. I normally get up earlier than that, but yeah, so I need to get on with some work. I've got a certain amount of work to get done, and it is time consuming, so yeah. So let's bring up Gemini. Welcome to the stream. I'm determined to get this filter UI done. Let's see how Gemini is feeling this morning, if it feels cooperative. Add yourself to any frame. No, don't want to add myself to anything. It's 2 in the morning here, dealing with some work stuff. Right, got you. 2 in the morning. Yeah, I used to pull all-nighter at least once a week. I used to miss sleep entirely and pull an all-nighter back. It's not been recently. It was 15, 20 years ago. Well, depends on how exciting the project is. If the project is really, really interesting, this one's quite interesting. I find myself coming back to it. I want to get some progress done on it. But some of them, let's just knock that down. Some of them, they fade off. A lot depends on how much interest that there is in a project. If it shows little or no interest, I tend to, unless I finish it off quicker. I've got projects here that, like the rotator, the antenna rotator. That let's bring that up a minute. So the antenna rotator, look, the aerial's just been sagging. So this is the antenna rotator. It's got a sensor in the bottom that detects the magnet rotating, so it knows where it is. This is all 3D printed bearings on a shaft. You can mount some adapter onto, and it take a bit of punishment. And you've got a stepper motor, one of my controllers, and I2C cable going to the sensor, and then it'll fit a rain hood over top of both sides, I think, or this side. And it's got a drive belt underneath. Everything's 3D printed. It's for a lightweight antenna. It's not for a great big antenna. Obviously it's for something lightweight. Anyway, that was one project. Why did I mention it? Oh yeah, talking about projects that are on hold for a bit. There's a lack of interest for this one. Don't know why, but anyway. So that's just one instance. Then we've got another project on hold, which is the polycarbonate Amiga 2000 case. Looks beautiful when it's on its side and the sun's shining through it. And we've got my main project, which is on hold at the minute, which UPass system. We've got several, so I'll forget. Oh yeah, we've got our lollipop antenna. If I can get it out. Alright, so there's the lollipop antenna. here it is. This is the Lollipop fan dipole from Hell, 7-band. So it uses Ampro whips bolted to the driven plates above and below, 1-to-1 balun, and you can mount it this way like that, or you can rotate it and you can angle it and you can swing it round. So it goes somewhat hand in hand with an antenna rotation, sort of rotator. So that's another project on hold. We've got an RFID coin dispenser on hold, and I forget, loads of other stuff on hold. My main UPass project on hold, as I'm doing something more interesting. The reason that's on hold is because I was getting so many years on it. I needed to leave it alone for a bit just to preserve my sanity. That's pretty cool. A 2-axis rotator for satellite stuff has been on my build list for a while. Fair play, fair play. This is neat. I haven't seen something like that before. Which bands does it cover? Well, it covers a 7-band. It goes from 40 meter all the way up to 6 meter, I believe. Yeah. And then I've got my other one, another project which I built and never installed. This is it here, and this is the lovely hex cobweb ground plane stroke antenna, multi-band, 7-band hex cobweb. So again, 40 to 6 meters. This is the center bit, and if you go back through the back catalogue, you see I've CNC'd all these things out. You've got isolators, and you've got locking stays that design this little clip, and what you do is you slide it down, and when you found your right position so you can adjust it, you just lock it in like that, and as the bungee cords hold it tight, it stays in position. Then you run your cobweb antennas or through there, and these one go out on these things. So, and then this at the end there's a bungee cord on the end which holds it taut, and so you have this weird arrangement. You use the isolators at each point at the end with the bungee, and these ones going out are the non-conducting. And then you got your coax feed in the middle and your counterpoise. Now this is one end of the hex, like a hex beam, and that's the other end. So the two dots are the ends of the hex beam. So it's but it's in the shape of a cobweb, and you can use it for a ground plane if you want it. Use it as a tuned ground plane for your raised vertical, and you can switch and use it as an antenna. So that was a few years ago, and it was in winter, and I never installed it, but I've got all the bits to do it. But that's another one on hold. So imagine lots of stuff on hold at the minute. What else is on hold? I don't know. Everything else on hold. Oh yeah. Here's another one on hold. This is my antenna switcher, which I built 12. So what antenna switcher I use down here. This is the weatherproof enclosure for it. So inside is an antenna switch. 7-band again. Everything's got a theme of 7 bands, so we can switch 7-band. But this one's with a difference. It's weatherproof and it's a remote one, and that's just the rainproof cover that slides over it. And then you've got in here, you've got your stepper motor driven antenna switcher. So I kept two. I gave one to Andy Cowley down in Gosport, as he was an earlier supporter of me doing this, so I gave him one. So that fits over top of there, and that just pops into the base there like that. And then you've got your holes for your cable, you've got 2-core power cable from either a solar panel or 12 volt from the shack. Then you got your coax feed, and you got spare one as well. Now your spare one can go over to maybe your antenna rotator or whichever other area you want to do. So you bring your coaxes out of here like this and through there, and then you got your gap, and then you stick your weatherproof enclosure on top like that, and that's it. And this bolts to a pole, this end bolts to a pole and just holds it like that. So on your going back to right, I've got a so going back to this one, you could just bolt it like that, bolt it onto a pole if you wanted to run it that way. And it sounds crazy, but they're like ingredients for a pie or a cake. It's up to you how you use them, whether they're useful or not. It's just parts. That's my triple magnet, which I'm going to take on holiday with me. I got my Ampro whips. So anyway, there's just a a look at some of unfinished projects. What else have we got unfinished? Is that it? And I've got all the Amigas, all that kind of stuff as well. And I think that's it. Oh, and I do need to make myself. Yeah, I do need to today somehow. If I'm going to run out of time, I do need to make the FC50 to go with this cage. I need a cage for my FC50 to go with this FC-891 cage. So I'll be transporting my rig into this, and I need either on top or underneath the mount for. So I've got so much to do. No time to do it. So little time. Anyway, so there's another project. Right, I don't know how many more projects there are. There's got to be loads. Oh, there's a laser project. I built my own laser. Massive laser to cut plastic sheet. To do actually was for this project. This was CNC routed, milled out, all these panels, and I want to do, instead of having a slightly rougher edge, laser cut them and redo it. I want to take this to the vintage computer shows with all the Amiga stuff inside it, but anyway, that never happened. I almost went. I couldn't get a table when I tried it a couple of years ago, so couldn't get a table, so that's on hold as well. Is that a Behringer graphic EQ behind you on your right under the table? Two of those. Right, let's have a look. Down here. You can't see it without there. Yeah, there it is. A 19-inch rack of stuff there. It's not very easy to see with all this stuff here. I've literally got stuff everywhere. So we've got a rack of stuff going down there. Because this room was originally my home recording studio. Over there we've got a complete setup with monitors, keyboard, mixing desks, audio interfaces, speakers on stands. You can't see it. Let me see if I can get you a view of it. Hang on. Which one is it? Oh, I've got to make sure I don't show you me sitting in my underpants. Right, there's my radio, FT-891. And over there, you can't see it. It's a complete and utter disaster at the minute. I got keyboards under there, and it's a complete setup. You can't see it. Anyway, yeah, there's lots going on. It's a is it a Behringer? That's a graphic equalizer. Yeah, it is. Stereo graphic equalizer, and underneath that we've got a token ring sleeve patch bay at the very bottom. I've got a 4-channel Laney amp in there, and I've also got an Akai a 90s Akai digital MIDI sampler, SO1. Doesn't get much use, but I've got a box of discs with it, so you can actually assign sound samples to it and then play them on your keyboards, which is old school stuff. I've got various MIDI recorders, MIDI devices. I've got a lot of MIDI keyboards. I've got a beautiful classic 1992 mint condition Korg M1. I've always wanted it. Underneath there you can't see it, but there's an Akai. Let's get you that other view again. Hang on. Oh, that's not the one. Underneath here you can see it. There's an Akai MPK. Everything's falling around. MPK 249 Mark II. And over there we've got a Steinberg CC121, which is a mixing desk in a console with EQs and all sorts of stuff on it. And then we can go left and right for each channel. It's motorized volume control and automatically adjusts. So I used to work in broadcasting before. I've got a collection of equipment I decommissioned. Yeah, well, in the UK it swung one way then the other. They went to go digital, so everyone got rid of their analog stuff and their old school rack stuff. Then they decided they were going back to digital, back to analog, sorry. Everyone got the stuff back again. So the prices go up and down as the demand is, but I don't know where it stands now, because this room actually, I'll set it up as a recording studio. The idea was to spend a few minutes, to come in, switch on a switch, and I was doing MIDI music. The title screen for this intro, I'll show the intro. Here it is, ready. Well, that was done by me with Steinberg, Cubase, just a light version, and some of the stuff there. It didn't take too long, but I did it all myself anyway. What else we got going on? I'm using my Rode NT1 microphone at the minute for streaming. It's used here. I've got on the end of this one we've got a lovely, hang on, you can't see it, you still can't see it. Can you see it now? No. Hang on then, let's get you over to that one. There we've got a Shure SM58 on a pole. It's a brand new one, never been used really. They got all sorts going on here, and a lot of projects on top of projects on top of projects. So we do end up with quite a bit of mess. Yeah, so we've got lots of stuff going on here, crazy stuff. I've got antenna, got my keyboard I made for the Amiga polycarbonate case, Amiga 2000. This is an Amiga 500 keyboard in this case. So I made this to go with that case. Actually, it goes with that case there. Anyway, I thought I'd tell you that, don't know why. But it's like most things here that I have to maintain a full-time job, and also I run my own company, and I do all this live streaming, so it doesn't give me much time left for much else. Dynamic microphone, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where they are now, because I haven't, they've gone back to analog. I don't know, they've probably gone digital again, I don't know. But something is missing. Definitely something missing from a vinyl record or a vinyl or an analog recording. You can't turn an analog into a digital. Doesn't matter how many bits you have. You're flattening out the curve. A sinusoidal or a sound wave, right? You can't turn this shape into a step shape for digital. You can, but it's still digital, and you're introducing noise. However you look at it, you're introducing noise into it. Every little flat click and up down is noise. You know, you can do something with audio filters and stuff to get rid of the noise, but ultimately you're getting rid of the clarity. So I can get a vinyl record here. I've got Ultravox record, right, Vienna and Reap the Wild Wind, and I've got a 1990s stack hi-fi Pioneer, and I put it on and I turn it up and it sounds amazing. You play the same thing on whatever you want, digital version. Is something missing? Well, there is something missing. It's been quantified. It's been compressed and quantified. But anyway, that's a story for another day. What? You got me curious. What is the black slanted thing in front of your coffee mug? Oh. Black slanted thing. Hang on. Let's have a look. You mean this? That is just a monitor. That's a BenQ monitor stand. That's all that is. That's a mouse. That's just a monitor stand. So yeah, we've got 3 monitors. One vertical there. One main one. There's 2 BenQ monitors. Yeah, yeah. That is just the stand, and I've got another one here. You can push it up and down. You can turn the monitors around. All sorts of stuff. Yeah. So I'm going to have a tidy up some of these projects. We're going to have to put away, and yeah, put them away. But we are running out of time fast. I've got the coin dispenser. We've got so many projects. Just check out the live streams going back. You'll see every project I've worked on I've live streamed. Right, so I'm now going to give it these files. Torch surface. I've got a torch here. I've got this thing here, this battery bank. So I think you can switch it on. Unless it's flat. I'll just switch it on. 99% full. I don't know how you switch it on. How do you switch that on? I thought that would do it. Oh, there you go. You got 3 levels of brightness. I'll just switch it off, turn it, hold it in. Yeah. Battery bank, 65 watt. It's got a little thing on the thing. Not really used it really. It's there as a backup. Right. Okay. Right. Yeah, no worries. We've got all sorts. I just forgot half of it. Right, so files. Let's give it some files. So we want to give it that one and that one. Dave, thank you for indulging my curiosity in your project again, but I am off for my... I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Yes, no problem. Have a good night's sleep if you can, if it's not too hot. It has actually cooled down here in the UK a little bit. It has actually cooled down a bit, so we're okay. Right, we're going to carry on with this. Have a good night anyway, mate. Thanks for joining in. Have a good rest. See you soon. Right. Let's just get it, say 73 acid cows. Here we go. Right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to ask it to... It's cooled down a bit here too, but it's still 23 right now. Yeah, 73, mate. Have a good one. Have a good one. Right. Yeah, so I somehow got to make today the other bit of that cage for the FC50. That's going to take a few hours to build, so this live stream cannot go on all day. And I've got a ring doorbell to fit and all sorts of stuff to do and get ready, so unfortunately it's going to stop me working on this project, but unfortunately I can't do nothing about it. So let's see what we can do. So could you identify the XAML components, i.e. the 3 areas, commenting as you go, as I need to expand the interface. Where's the Egon interface? So I need to make some changes to the UI to make space for the center part, the width and shift, so the NB area needs to reduce in width, say 4 vertical lines wide, and the NR section needs to do same in other direction, thus making more space for the middle section. The middle section should then occupy. Where's that come from? Should occupy the new space. If you know what I mean. Right, let's see if it can go at it. I completely understand what you're trying to do. You want to shrink the horizontal footprints. Horizontal? Yeah. Of the left noise blanket and right digital noise reduction sections down to just 4 vertical grid lines each, giving all that recovered real estate to the center. Yeah. Yeah. See how Gemini can react after a night's sleep of Gemini? AI needs a rest too. It's totally different from what it was when I left it yesterday evening. Currently interface is explicitly hard-coded into 3 equal blocks of 213 units each, adding up to a canvas width of 640 plus a few pixels of margin. Yeah. Here is a breakdown of the 3 key areas in your XAML code. You need to reshape it. Identifying the 3 areas in your code, the UI relies heavily on a canvas layout with a pixel hard-coded positioning. You can find these areas grouped by their vertical boundary lines, elements acting as separators and background elements, blah blah blah. Right, the left section, area width, real estate math for your expression, new space allocation, step-by-step UI modification guide, filters. You must change the hard-code layout boundaries at the top of your waveform and methods to match the new layout metrics. Do you mind awfully, can't spell awfully, making the changes? Making, what's this going on with my typing today? For me. I'd probably say, not today, mate, I'm too busy. Here are the modified files with the layout calculations update. The boundaries have been shifted to compress the noise blanket and the digital noise reduction section down to 4 vertical lines each, spanning 84 units wide. Expand the center filter section layout with. Okay, the original pass span center point remains exactly, meaning the center line controls will dynamically extend into the newly gained space without changing their baseline physics. The background grid, horizontal bar limits, divider lines and badge coordinates have been repositioned to align with the new width allocation. Right, okay, it didn't comment anything out, I noticed. Forgot about that. Oh well. Let's copy that. Is it finished yet? Copy that. Let's go over to here. Let's hope it's feeling well today and it doesn't do any daydreaming or hallucinating. No errors reported so far. Right, what's the next bit? Okay, on to the next section. Where are you? Right, here is the mathematics calculation. Right, so is it finished generating it? Let's just check. Sometimes it hasn't quite finished. I think it's changed it. That doesn't show you till it's finished these days. Yeah, I think it's okay now. Unfortunately, I've got to go right to the top here to get the copy of it. Instead of putting that item at the bottom as well, so you can get to it, select all. Paste. Right, is there anything else to be had? No. Does not contain any pixel layout data. Right, okay. So that is supposed to be it. Let's just build, see what happens. Build succeeded. Let's run it. Let's see what mess the AI is made of it, or not. Let's see if it's done it exactly right, or it's decided to do some creative. Oh, okay, it's sort of done it, but it's not got this lined up on the vertical line. So we can bring that up and down, see it, make sure it's operational still. We can see if I do the send, turn the send off, we can see down here the values changing as I drag up and down, and then turns it off. Goes all the way up to 10. Yeah, so that's fine. Then we've got the same over here with the RL reduction level, or whatever they call it. Goes up to 15 and down to 0 and turns it off. And we've got this bit here, so the width now, is it going to keep dragging all the way? Obviously we need to constrain that to its maximum value width that the radio will take. So we need an area where it can shift the whole thing around. And then we've got these independent notches which are stopping there, that's fine. So that's the contour, and it'll go up and down, but we need it to go further up. So, and then we need this notch to be able to do its thing as well, and that needs to push them back into the middle, which it does somewhat. Yeah. Okay, these are overlapping. You've got two symbols overlapping. We need to sort that out. The notch is off. So that's that one still operational. Yeah, so what we want to do, it's okay, but the curve is slightly wrong here. The position's not quite set up. So we need to sort that out. Next, so the noise blanker thumb and the noise reduction thumb isn't lined up. The lines look okay. Oh, and it's reduced the grid for me and extended this grid, so that's good going. And it's compensated with some infill there. So it's done a really good job, considering. Now I can make the constraints to it, so I've got to put constraint values in. Obviously it'll only go up to 3200, depending on whether you're in CW or SSB or whatever mode you're in. So I need to sort that out, but at the minute what we want to sort out, yeah, and we managed to get the, I think it's reduced the font size for me as well. Very clever, maybe. Not clever, but very, what do you call it? Comprehensively done. Right. So what I need to do now is, while I'm moving this, somehow, if you grab it from the middle point or over here, yeah, so if we have another, we keep the thumb there on its own, we want another thumb over here in the middle, or actually that's the width. What about if we had a thumb down here? Yeah, so we don't have to go all the way across, so we can do that, and then we can shift this across from the thumb just here. So that's probably what we'll do. We'll have another one there. That reduces the width. This one drags the shift around. We do need a symbol. It's decided to put a symbol for the notch. We've got a thumb for the contour, so I quite fancy either we get rid of that, but we don't know what it is, so that we know what it is at the minute. We know what that is. Well, we might do. So probably need a different symbol there for the contour, like a little loop. That's not shape. That one and this needs to change from V to loop as well. So what we're going to do next? So next we're going to do. Let's have a think. What we're going to do next? Oh yeah, let's correct these thumbs first. Right, let's have a word with Gemini. Right, Gemini, where are you gone? That worked. Let's massage its ego a little bit. That worked. Lovely. It knows what I'm saying. You did a nice job. I noticed the NB and NR thumb are not aligned to the middle vertical line. Could you have a go at aligning them correctly? Let's see what it does. I'm glad the section layout is working beautifully for you. Let's get those thumbs exactly where they belong. It's funny. Since we compressed the noise blanket and noise reduction down to 84 pixels, their visual centers have changed. The NB section spans from making a new middle 42. Right now the text labels and background grids line up perfectly, but the initial canvas placement values and calculate hooks into the code behind are still holding on to elements from the old layout geometry. Here is the quick fix to align both thumbs perfect to their new vertical middle lines. Open your look file, XAML file. Look near the bottom inside the canvas. Xname control canvas and change the canvas left starting position to the badges of the badges and thumbs to match the new center line. Find these lines inside your control canvas. Right, so I need to find text block no badge. Right, I'm going to take this off screen a second because I can't keep losing it from the window view. So where is it? Who knows? Let's have a look. So it wants to find no badge. There's no badge. That's a text block. Why is it altering the text block? That's all okay to me. That doesn't need changing, does it? No. Maybe it does. I don't know why it's changing that. Anyway, let's change it if it wants to change it. NB badge, right, it wants to change that. I don't know why. It's around 42 and... Okay, I think that's the same. Right, next one is text block DNR badge. Has it oh no, it's DNR badge it wants to do. Okay, we'll go with it. Maybe it's found that they're slightly out. And then we want the thumb NB thumb. There it is. NB thumb. And we want DNR thumb. DNR thumb. There we go. Okay. And there's some code behind. Calculations. Update the waveform inside private void waveform. Look for NBX and N are declared at the very top. Change them to lock into the new coordinates. Change these two lines. Okay. Change these two lines. Right. I don't know. Okay, let's have a look. Right, so okay, it looks very similar. Hang on. So you got, yeah, similar stuff. Okay, it's not doing canvas left anymore, canvas top. It's locking them in precisely, okay. And then we stop at DNRY. I think them are all the same. I'll just copy it over anyway. 84, that looks all the same, doesn't it? So it's only those two lines I think it needs to change. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's just change these two lines then. Which is where? These two. Oh, DNRX. Oh. Right, so change these two lines. DNY. Right, it's changed that one as well, has it? That's very confusing when it does it that way. DRNY. So it's just reproduced them. Okay. So let's just change these two lines as it says, but they're in different places. NBX and DNRX, there it is. Right, let's give that a go. Is that the end of it? Right, let's give it a go. It shouldn't have been that difficult, should it? It's only a... Oh well. Let's give it a go. Oh, it's not done it, has it? It's not done it. It's moved the center point. The waveform's right, but the thumb is not in the right place. The waveform's doing the right action. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right, so, waveform is now correct, but the thumb thumbs, the NB and NR thumb are too far over towards the right by about 5 pixels. Ah, my bad. Ah, that is a classic center alignment offset anomaly. Right now the math is calculating an exact center point, but when you set the canvas left, right, okay. Update the initial layout canals of the thumb inside your canvas control. Right, okay, again. Is this trial and error on its part? Or not? So it wants the... Right, let's drag that over there. NB thumb. That's NB badge. Did I do... Oh no, NB thumb's down here. Right, and then we want that one. So I hope it hasn't took me literally and taken 5 pixels off it. Don't know, let's try. In fact, we should just go to 200% there. Right, that may have sorted it out. Let's give it a go. Getting thirsty now. Right, that looks better. Yes, that'll do. That is good. I suppose we ought to address the fact that this is slightly going over here. Okay, so that is good. Let's fix this one here while we're on. Right. That sorted that out. TNX, right. I noticed the noise NR right waveform is overlapping the far right red vertical line by a few pixels. I would like to have it stop just before, just like the NB left waveform starting point, but opposite. Okay, I'll never find it. Take me ages to find where that is. That's because the rightmost camera's bound set to 640 pixels, but the drawing segment calculators are pushed all the way out to, which includes the outside border stroke. Because of those 3 extra pixels, neon glow leaks right over the red vertical. Yeah. To minor this clean inset look of the 1 pixel side, blah blah blah. Here is a specific line to change in your C# code behind. First, update the canvas boundary constant x3 at the top of your waveform method to stop exactly at 639 instead of 643. So 3 times x, change that. So that's the waveform. Right, so drop that one there. That should have been easy to spot really, but anyway. Well, there is more to it. Next, scroll down near the bottom of the same method. Background film is closed off. Change the line segment to drop down. Right, so where is it? Change the x coordinate from 6 to 39. Right, so segments, both of them. Right, let's give it a go. Sync path fills together, middle. Right, okay, so we've got to find line segment 2. Line segment 2. I'm not seeing it. Definitely not seeing it. Why not? A segment. Why has it got? It's got about. Oh, has it just put? Why has it put a thing around it for? Update these 2 fill geometry clamp lines at the very end. Change the X coordinate from 643 to 639. So after the DNR segment 0.3. Alright, that's 0.2. Oh, I don't see it. I got 0.2. Oh, 0.3. Alright, it's lost me now. Could you give the full function? Not right, okay. My drink's finished. My drink is finished. Alright, so where's it put that info, I wonder? I don't see it. Oh, it's put them at the bottom. Right, okay, wasn't it just say put these at the bottom? Right, let's just change that. Hopefully it hasn't broken anything else. Right. Is that the lot? Or has he got anything else he wants me to do? No, that's the lot. Right, let's see if it still works. No, it took so long I forgot what I was trying to do. What was he trying to do then? Oh, just bring that back to there, that was it. And it's done it okay, even though it's glowing past very slightly. So I suppose I can tell better on the. Now we're still giving the values, that's good. Yeah, so far so good. Right, let's just have a look at this control again. It is actually pointing over it though. So is that one a little bit. Okay, I suppose we could live with that. Unless I can find it. No, we'll leave that. Let's get rid of that. Why have we got these up? We've got these up. We don't need these up at the minute, but anyway. Just get rid of these 3. Right. Okay, so what is next? Let's have a look what next is. So these are okay. It's actually over top of that backing line, which is right. Yeah, and it's blotting it out a bit. It's got this glow on it. It's quite a big glow. I don't think we need such a big glow, but I'll leave it for now. Right, so we've got a bigger area to play with. So we need another angle. Right, so let's give it a shift now. So I want another thumb on the bottom right hand side of the it's not a toroidal, trapezoid, that's it, trapezoid, to shift the trapezoid left and right within the bounds. I wish I'd have just told that. Right, so that worked. Tar. Now I need all in reverse. My brain is crazy. I need a new thumb on the right hand bottom of the trapezoid. Right hand bottom of the trapezoid that can drag left and right. Drag left and right. My brain is actually working like a bloody computer dictionary vocabulary. It's bringing out spelling. Yeah, it's crazy. So drag left and right. The trapezoid. So like a shift, but also keeping the trapezoid ends within the area. The notch and contour thumbs also need to be contained within. See what it says about that. Here's how we can implement a shift bandpass tuning thumb. To achieve this, we need to add a new horizontal thumb at the bottom right corner of the trapezoid. Calculate the available shift range based on the current width. Move the entire bandpass left-right while maintaining its shape. Ensure that the notch contour thumbs are pulled along or maintained perfectly within the sliding boundaries. Here are the complete updates for both files. We need to add new shift thumb inside the control canvas layer. We will style it as a horizontal thumb using the Cayenne wave style, but set its cursor to size W, whatever that is. Okay. So we need to add a new shift thumb. Find the canvas name control cam near the bottom and update it to include the new shift thumb. So the bottom of the canvas just after thumb. Right. Right, okay. Anyone's guess where that is? Right, there's the canvas, control canvas. Is that the one? Yeah. So just under the DNR here, add a new thumb. Okay. There's the thumb. Save that. What else we got to do? Right. Up Update. Right, replace your entire code behind file with the following setup. Right, let's just do it. Entire code behind, select all, paste. Anything else? No, nothing else. Right, okay. Let's run it. Or build and run. Errors. Does not contain definition for set DNF enabled. DNF enabled. Right, okay. So what has happened? Set NB, set width. Oh, it's done that again, hasn't it? Set. No, it's got rid of DNF enabled. Right, it's done something bad, hasn't it? Right, let's undo. Undo that. Undo that. Is that the lot? Has it changed it? Or has it just highlighted it? No, that's the right one. I don't think it'll build. Might do. Shift thumb drag delta. Right, okay, that's fair enough. Go back to here. Your code behind omitted some functions. Ah, you caught me cutting corners. I omit the original property variables and event hooks. Here is a complete uncut, yeah. You caught me cutting corners. Why does it cut corners? Why? I thought it was supposed to be a massive intelligence. Oh well, maybe in another few years it'll eventually get there. Here is a complete uncut for the original handlers. Update position thumbs. Okay, let's see if that will work. Getting seasick now from all this scrolling around. Let's try again. Select all. Paste. Build. Shift badge does not. What? No, it's totally messed up, hasn't it? Right, it's totally got screwed. Alright, build. Right, that's back. So did not work. Right, variable case sensitivity area. A small typo. Missing backing XAML text blocks. If you're, it's totally messed it up now. Okay, so it's time to give it the files back again. It's totally messed them up. So here are my files. Again, can you fix? Oh my god, what's it doing now? Primary reason your code did not work. Missing element existed in the markup, but the back-end events, yeah, couldn't put them in. Here's a clean. Both panel features handle rendering value safely. Right, so we've got your user control. I think it's met the point where it's going to start going crazy. People must have woke up around the world and the resources are now being narrowed down. Or it figures I've had enough time, and instead of telling me I am now running in a compromised state. It's just letting me go ahead and carry on, and which I'll get deeper and deeper into the mess if not careful. Code behind architecture is now fully cleanly referenced. Okay, we'll give it a go. I still think it's forgetting about something. Select all and paste. Build. Build succeeded. Right, okay. Let's give it a go. Give it the benefit of the doubt. Right. Okay. So let's turn that off. We've still got these being churned out. Yeah, still got this being churned out. Yeah. We've got the notch is in the wrong place, but we can sort that out. So we've got these that can pull down. Yeah. And then if we do this, oh, that's good. What happens when you push past these though? It gathers them up. So if I push them over here, it gathers them up and puts them together. Okay. Let's push one down here and one up there. That's okay. So we've got our width, we've got our shift. So if we narrow our width down and we shift it, it pushes everything around, keeps it within, and it stops there as well. The shift stops in the right place, and there, and then the width can be altered. That's it. It's exactly what we're after. Oh, sort of. Now that needs some room to expand up. So the height of this trapezoid needs to be changed. Now, yeah, because we need to be able to go minus and plus. So really that line needs to be on the centre here, really. But then these won't line up. Does it even matter? Probably does. Well, these go up and down, so they don't need to start there. They could be down with it. Okay, well that's a thing for another day, maybe. So we've got the UI doing it. Now the thumb is not quite in the corner. So let's have at it again for that. So we've got a working. I'm just going to save commit new working shift. When I say working, I mean the UI is working. Okay, let's do a shift, pull, push, see if everything's good. Make sure we got the code running. Let's just start it up again. My drink is still empty. What I need is an automatic self-filling cup. Yeah, okay. So we go shrink. Right, that's okay. So just need now the tell it that all works fine. I noticed the new shift thumb is placed too far towards the left, i.e. like 8 pixels approx, so it does not sit over the bottom right hand trapezoid corner. Right, God. The alignment math for the visual asset center are slightly mismatched because the thumb width handles its alignment based on the center point. Calculating the position requires adding a positive half width of offset rather than subtracting. Here is a precise fix to apply the blah 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 anchor. Find the section near the top of the method that calculates the canvas position for the thumb, the shift thumb, and update its center explicitly over the calculated base coordinate. Right. So thumb, update thumb's position. Set left shift thumb. Right, okay. That's at the top, isn't it? Hang on. Cat is here now. Right, set top. Where's the shift thumb? Shift thumb. Okay. That cannot be it alone, surely. Actually, it's in the right position there. Is that all, or is there something more? In the shift thumb delta, update the layout assignment block near the bottom of the handle to ensure the shifting cleanly. Right. Right, is updating true, false. Right, in the shift thumb delta. Here's the shift thumb delta near the bottom. Okay, so that's it there. So far so good. Now in waveform, locate the shift badge alignment tracking is assigned inside the waveform rendering, so I can ensure it correctly balances against the adjusted shoulder. Locate where the shift badge alignment and ensure it correctly balances against the adjusted shoulder. Pin readout, text directly, whatever that is. DNR badge. Right, locate the shift badge. Alignment tracking is inside. Ensure it's correctly balanced against the adjusted shoulder. Right, okay. Update waveform. Right, here we go again. Update waveform. Shift badge. Where are we looking? Shift badge. So shift badge not equal to null. DNR badge. Right, okay. Okay, is that the one? Is that all? Yeah. Right, let's have a look. How long have we been going for? 1.5 hours. What's it done now? Just put it in the middle. It's actually moved it the wrong way. That's weird. Okay. Interesting. Oh, it's actually aligned under it now. I thought it was the wrong way. Oh, it is now. It pushes it over. That's weird. It's actually moving. Nah, something wrong. Right, so when I drag the width, the thumb goes to the left, and when I drag, it corrects itself. Did not work as expected. Starting position is even more over toward left, and when dragging width, the new thumb jumps position, jumps position. Right, that'll do. See if it can understand that. That jump is initial offset happening because of the structural mismatch in how we are calculating the filter shade boundaries. The trapezoid doesn't actually end its top flat section. It drops down to the bottom canvas, which includes the fixed slope width. If you want the thumb to sit perfectly over the bottom right hand trapeze corner where the slope meets the bottom white, needs to anchor to the Additionally, when you drag with the slider, stays the same, half which expands. Here is the exact code fixed to synchronize both thumbs perfectly. Right, replace the shift thumb positioning logic. Section 6 at the bottom of the method code. Right, I'm going to have to move that over to there a minute. Update thumb positions. Right, here we go again. So the anchor 6, this one here, update 6. Okay, then what? Update width thumb drag delta. The width thumb drag delta. Alright, width thumb drag delta. To prevent the jump, add this line right inside the is update programmability block at the bottom of the width delta. Is updating program. Right. It's lost me now. Why has it lost me? Oh my god, you've lost me. You lost me. This drink is... I'm still micro sipping the dregs of the cup. Morning, Andy. How are you doing, mate? Welcome, Andy. How's the temperature down there? It's a bit cooler today. For us, it's a little bit cooler. Totally full. Let's strip away the wall of text and make the dead simple. Entire full corrected code behind. Alright, that's okay. Can copy and paste it. How you doing? You okay? I'll be down your neck of the woods next week. So I'll try and give you a shout on the radio. See if you can hear me. I don't know if I'm close enough. But don't know how I'm going to shout you on there. Is there a call channel? I don't think so. I'll be on UHF, VHF as well, probably. Oh, why does it keep doing that? Keeps dropping a little editorial problem. That's weird. How does it automatically change one thing? Strange. That is very strange. It's almost got like it's got a crazy streak in it. Right, so these are okay still. Right, that's shifting the thing around. We can alter the width. Almost. It's almost, isn't it? It's almost. Oh! It's not shifting them around now, is it? Isn't it supposed to shift them? No, probably not. No. You might want to leave them where they are, mightn't you? Yes. Yeah, that's good. So, you got your width. So if we drag these over here and push, put some around, and then if we drag this, okay, it's almost there. There, almost. So it's fine when I do that. When I do that, it gets lagged behind by a few pixels. So when I drag the width, everything's fine until I drag the width. Then the shift thumb shifts to the left about how many pixels? I don't know, about 5 or 6 pixels. Right, we're almost there. Almost. So almost there. Shift works fine. But when I drag the width, the shift thumb moves, shifts left about 6 pixels. Shifts left 6 pixels and stays there while dragging. If I then hang on, have I got that right? Did I get that right? Let's just bring up the executable. So yeah, so it's when I adjust the width, it shifts to the left, and when I drag the shift, it goes back to the right place. Shift works fine. When I drag the width, the shift thumb shifts left, and that stays there while dragging it. While dragging it, then when I then drag the shift again, the shift thumb then aligns up. Okay. Right, I need to go and fill my drink up in a minute, so I need to get this knocked on the head this little bit. The behaviour makes complete sense. When you drag width thumb, it calculates the math properly, but it calls. However, inside drag the variable is calculated using the layout rules before boundary clamping happens. Inside the update, the correct boundary clamp is applied. Blah 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 blah. To fix this once and for all, we just need to ensure that uses exact same clamping calculation. The real fix inside the thumb delta. My Tonku. Hi Dave, how are you? Amazing progress. How are you? Yeah, long time no see. Yeah, long time no see. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Omar, isn't it? Omar. How are you doing? So, welcome. Matunku. Yeah, long time no see. Yeah, we got some good progress done. Still UI messing around with the UI at the minute. Still. There's enormous amount of work left in this still, but I'm getting a bit of pressure now to get a release version going, because a lot of people want to give it a try. They want to trial it and assist in its development, and there's no actual release version of it yet, and I haven't made the code public yet because I don't want people to be using it when it's full of holes. Imagine if you make a bucket and it's full of holes and people trying to carry water, it's just leaking everywhere. I don't want the criticism, so we've got to get so at least 75% of the main features working, and then all the advanced stuff that can wait in developer mode. So in standard mode you get all the main features. So at some point it's got to be pushed out quickly, because people will lose interest waiting for too long. Yeah, fine man, trying to program some handled anytone radios. Handled for my DMR. I want to join your live stream. It looks amazing, man. Really. Oh, thanks. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, you're doing some work on your DMR, on your Anytone radios, right? Okie dokie. Yeah, you'll have to elaborate on the DMR work you're doing. I've yet to get into stuff like that, which I want to do at some point. Right, so find your width thumb drag delta method, and near the bottom inside the update block, update the math to clamp the value correctly. Rest of the thumb delta code above stays the same. The notch badge, right, so I'll copy that. So find the notch badge is not equal to null in the width thumb. Contour thumb, notch thumb, width thumb. So notch badge is not equal to null, is that the one? Notch badge is not equal to null. Notch depth, yeah. Update the math to clamp the value correctly. Okay. So it looks like we're changing it there. Okay, let's try building it. Let's just check. Oh, we've got a warning. Oh, we've got some more work to do. Right, what is that warning? Oh, we've got an extra curly brace. And we've also got another thing to adjust. Right, so what have we got to adjust now? Double check the shift thumb delta. Ensure the bottom of your shift thumb drag delta matches the layout logic as well. Applying the exact same. Right, rest of the shift code above stays the same, is updating. So the shift thumb delta, there we go. Right, there's the bit in question. So all the way from there to there. Oh, got it again, an extra piece. Right, let's have a look. Let's see if this fixes it, because I need to refill my drink and also go to the latrine, toilet, outhouse, the can, whatever else they call it. Which Anytone did you get? Oh, yeah. I've got an Anytone here. I've got a radio at surplus to requirements. I might take it with me, actually. Might take that instead of try and dismantle the other one. Don't know yet. It's only 25 watt though. Plus I've factory reset it because I was going to shift it on. Right, so did we build successfully? I don't know. Let's try again. Seems to have stopped. Right, must be ready then. Mother Nature, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I need to go and go and top up some fluid and get rid of some fluid. Ah, we're still slightly off there, I noticed. Anytime yeah, I think it is. Something like that, yeah, I've got it up here. I bought it as an infill last year before I bought my FT-891S So that starts off slightly ajar, then I move it and it corrects itself. Then I do this and it's still ajar, so it's exactly the same. It hasn't actually corrected anything, has it? Right, that's probably not. I've introduced extra code, nothing's changed, so. Well, the same problem still exists. That's frustrating, but gives a massive clue. If the same 6 pixels, it's still showing up after we force the math to match. It means the problem isn't the drag handler math at all, it's the width value percentage rounding loop. Here is the exact what is happening under the hood. Permanently kill the lag. We need to make sure. Let's update the thumb delta, recalculate the shoulder using the precise left. Alright, how much has it got to do? Right, just that one. Right, so just the thumb delta, width thumb delta. Here it is. So it's 528 257, sorry. That must. Yeah, we've actually gone further with it. Right, I am bursting now. Right, let's see if it'll build. I need it to build so I can go for a quick break. Come on, let this be it. No, still no good. What a shame. It's still exactly the same. Right, what a shame. Sorry, still the same. Let's step back. If it's still doing exactly the same thing, the math count inside the drag events are fighting a losing battle against the master layout refresh. No, I don't think it's that. I think it's just being placed wrongly. Replace the update thumb positions. Okay, well, I can do that. That's easy enough. Replace the thumb delta. Right, it doesn't look like I'm going to get to the toilet anytime soon. Let's see if it's broken it. Right, so the thumb delta. Why this resolves it. Okay, thumb delta. Oh, where are you? Where's your thumb delta gone? That's the shift delta. Width thumb delta. Oh dear. Just remember that your computer's running all these instructions. It's running thousands and millions of instructions a second. Ah, still no good. Can you believe it, eh? Still exactly the same, I think. It's okay while dragging now, but as soon as you... So, let me just try it again. Does it start up in the wrong place? It does, doesn't it? Yeah, it starts up in the wrong place. Maybe that'll give it a clue. So when you run it without dragging, it starts up in the wrong place. Okay, I'll tell it that. Still same. When I first run the app, the shift thumb starts to the left of the corner. When I drag the shift it corrects itself when I drag the width. It then moves left again, just like when the app is first run. If that's any help to you, mate, Mr. AI. If that starts wrong on initial load, fixes itself when you touch it and breaks again the moment you change width, means value, width and shift value are fighting a sequence of events. Battle during initial load and state change. When the app first run, your load events fired. Inside the update, it calculates based on width value and it calculates blah 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 blah. Here is a targeted fix to line math perfectly. Fix the waveform generator. In your file, look for the line where it tries to read the layout property from the thumb. Replace that line with initializing block. Directly belief. Oh my god. Great radio. Yeah, it's a good little radio. I had problem with mine with the microphone. The audio quality was low, and I went into memory mic gain and set it to number 3. It was set on 1. It made it better, but it still was low. And I even investigated the microphone. That was okay. So that's what everyone was reporting, weak audio on it. I got it from Martin Lynch and Son. I told them. And they say, yeah, it's designed as an entry radio, so they didn't want to, you know, it's just a starter radio, they said. So it's not really, you know, it's just a shame, really, because that would have done me. But I mean, still got it. I haven't actually got rid of it yet. Shame. I think if second-hand price is about 70 quid, 70, 80 quid, if you're lucky. So it's not really worth selling for that price. Might as well just keep it as a backup. Shame, innit? But I mean, I've cleared it off now. I've still got the file and the programming lead, so I could program all the repeaters back in if I want. Don't think it does digital anyway, so it doesn't do digital, does it? Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you can tell me otherwise. I haven't really investigated it much. I used to just set it on repeaters and that was it. Right, so there's a lot. Full code behind, please. Not changing 4 or 5 things. That'll take too long. It's open to errors and all sorts. Right, so I need to get this bit finished so I can put it behind us. There's always something else to do, if you noticed. I can't do it all at once. If I told it what I've told it what I want to do, and it can't handle it all at once. You have to just introduce little bits to it as you go. And hopefully keep testing it, checking it, and building it. Value does not exist in the current context. Bloody hell. What? that's not value, is it? No. Text is NB value. Oh yeah, put it before, I don't know. God knows what it's doing there. Let's try and build it again. It always has one little mistake. How can it have one little mistake? It's an AI. Computers don't make mistakes. Ah, unless it's quantum. It's a quantum computer, and right, it's staying where it is now, at least. Right, it's staying where it is, but it's still offset. That's different. And it started up in the wrong place, so that's not too bad, is it? Yeah, okay. It's got all these wrong. They're overlapping symbols. So it is starting in the right place, so it's just not, it's just about right. Okay, I'll tell you what it's done. Right, okay. Let's see if it's made any other changes. No. The shift thumb starts slightly over towards left by about 4 pixels. Then now stays there while shifting, dragging the shift and also stays there while dragging the width. So now is stable. So we now just need to align the thumb to the corner of the bottom right of the trapezoid, if you know what I mean. It's completely stable now during drag. We have won the synchronization battle. The only remaining issue is a static alignment offset. It's perfectly locked to the layout logic, but sitting exactly 4 pixels. No, it's not exactly. The offset comes down to the shift thumb calculates its visual center point related to its actual design width. Currently, code sets the left edge of the thumb using -8. If the thumb is visually 16 pixels, should center it perfectly. However, depending on the asset's bounding box, to shift put 4 pixels to the right to line it up perfectly with the trapeze corner, we change the to -4. Here is the updated thumb position reflecting the alignment fix. Swap this method out of your code behind and your shift thumb will lock into the bottom right shift position. Fixed static alignment offset from 8 to 1. I think it's changed. Everything else is the same, and it's the update thumb positions, and it's this bit here. Right, update thumb positions. Right, that's it there by the looks of it. Yeah, so change it to 4. Right, I'll try it. I think it maybe needs to go... Right, we'll give it a try. It's a bit of a weird way of doing it. I only guessed the 4, but maybe it is 4. Right, it looks better and it's staying with it, but it needs to go more. It's staying where it is, so maybe we just need to make it 1, or let's try 1. Let's try 2. Keep it a multiplication of the original 8. I don't know why. Don't want odd things. Still not quite right. That one sort of perfect. So I think it needs to be 0. Right, let's take the minus off it altogether. So I took the minus value off it. Current base, right X. Never know. That looks better. Yes. So we've got our shift and then we've got our contour, and we've got our notch, and when we drag the whole thing around it pushes it around. It's a pity it doesn't keep these. It's when it pushes it over. They leave them where it is, then when it pushes them across. Yeah, that's it. There's no other way of doing that. Right, okay. Now we've got somewhere. Make sure this is all working still. Yeah. Okay. So what we need now is some boundary lines. Okay, so we're alright. We need to make this contour a U shape instead of a V. It's not going to be easy. We said we wanted to have 2 separate lines. Now we've got that working, the shift and the width. Yeah, that's alright. That's okay. Everything looks okay. Yeah. Good place to save it. Let's just save. Working shift UI, that'll do. Push that up to there. Right, I'm going to take a small break. So listen to the intro, outro, interim. Music by me. Don't listen to it too long, it's a bit hypnotic. Catch you in a bit, a few minutes. Bye for now. Back in a minute. Okay, I hope you're all not hypnotised by the repetitive music. Anyway, right, so where did we get to? I've just realised I've got to design that FC-50 cage to go with my other thing, so I can drag the whole thing with me when I go portable. Right, so I don't know where we got to now. Let's have a quick look. Let's just get rid of the thumbnail a minute and launch the thing on its own. Let's have a look. Okay, so get some real info on it. Out of the width. Just find somebody. Oop.
Mr. Metcalf. Gut, so, dann gehen wir weiter wieder. Ich weiß nicht, ich glaube, wir sind schon wieder ziemlich durch. Kann auch bloß einen Gruß, einen lieben Gruß an die Frau richten,
What would be nice is to see that waveform here, really. But anyway. I wonder why that variable's already there and it's doing it again. It's weird. Because I've got a cat control already altering, setting it to a width that's fixed. As soon as I alter this, the width is going to be reduced down. Oh, that's the shift. Right, so what we need to do now then, just turn that down a bit. Unless we can find someone, let's find someone a bit more powerful to listen to. Bit more powerful to listen to. So I was wondering whether I can take the front off the 891 altogether, leave it off. So you just put the thing in the vehicle. Will it start up without the front on? I've never tried it. So what I'd have to do is make this button actually send a command to switch the radio on. At the minute it just does the software, but it also needs to send cat command to switch on and off. Anyway, that's a story for another day.
Hotel 8 Foxtrot Sierra, could you please repeat my report?
What?
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much for the call and hope you have a nice day and good evening. Yeah, 73 and bye-bye.
Look at that, it's brought that guy up great. Look how it's brought him up, that noise reduction. But we tried that with a weaker signal and it didn't. So just because it didn't work on one signal doesn't mean to say it's not going to work with someone else.
Oscar, Mike 1 Echo, Papa Tango. This is Oscar, Mike 1 Echo, Papa Tango, calling. You might standing by. Whiskey Alpha Group come again, and the Whiskey Alpha Group come again.
It's time to try the time slice.
Roger, Sierra Papa 5, Alpha Group, thank you for the call. You are a 559, pretty good signal over here in Bratislava, the capital of Slovakia. Nice back to you.
See if we can make them any better. It's more of electrical noise. The width isn't doing anything yet. It'd be nice to be able to put the width into action, but I think I need to have a separate line there. 2 separate lines, different coloured lines from there to there. One for the contour. That needs to be a U and not a V. That's the notch. So these two need to be able to coexist and overlap. At the minute, it sort of does weird stuff like. So I need to maintain. First, I need to find out if this notch is variable. So let's have a look at that.
Yeah, right now I'm running 100 watts. 100 watts into a 5-element
Right, so
Bravo Yankee, about 40 meters above ground on our urban QTH over here in Bratislava. And the radio is an ICOM I-7610 QSL.
So where do we go from here? Okay, let's see if it can. That all worked out fine. I need now to.
Yeah, Roger. Also, thank you very much for the contact, and I hope you have a nice day. I'm Goody X73. Bye bye. To our center, this is Oscar Mike 1 Echo Papa Tango calling CQ.
Have the width.
Delta Mike station come again.
It's not the width. Yeah.
But also Delta Mike 8, Delta Mike, thank you for the
The
call.
width.
558 with me, Bratislava,
Trapezoid. How do you spell that? I don't know. Trapezoid. Trapezoid.
Yeah, thank you very much for the call. And,
need to have the width trapezoid top.
Hotel Foxtrot 6 Papa Sierra Stroke Portable, is that correct?
Between
portable station come again.
Trapezoid. Between the trapezoid angles as a separate line. Separate line. One for the contour and one for the notch. So the contour and notch can coexist at the same point along the top of the width.
Station with whiskey, station in whiskey in the call, come again.
How do I get to along the top of the width so they can overlap? What's going on with the spelling today? If you know what I mean. So, good God, man, I've helped you all morning. Why don't you leave me alone? I know exactly what you mean right now. Your code handles. Let's just quieten him down a bit. Right now, your code handles the top of the trapeze by sorting all the points into a single continuous path. This means if the notch and contour are at the same X frequency, they warp the exact same line, causing a weird collision or having one cancel the other out instead of rendering. To let them coexist and overlap perfectly, we need to split the top of the wave into two completely independent overlapping layers. The core filter layer incorporating the notch, an overlay layer incorporating the contour. Okay, that would work. Here is how we adjust the waveform structure to handle this cleanly. We will keep the main fill and path for the filter knot shape and draw the contour as a distinct overlapping path on top. Yeah. Update your XAML, the overlay path to render. Excuse me, do you mind being quiet? Right. To render independently, you need a separate path element in your XAML file to hold contour line inside your canvas. Add a new path right above or below the existing main waveform path. There is something else I need to tell it though while it's doing it. Step 2, code behind. Right. Just to oh god, what happened? Yeah, it did cut off. Just to complicate things further, the contour needs to be a curve, not a V, and also needs to be able to curve lower and convex, I don't know, and curve down and then curve up as the drag goes over the center line. Okay, that is not complicated at all. It's actually a huge visual upgrade to turn that sharp V shape into a smooth bell curve that can flip fluidly upside down. We can drop this simple polyline and Bezier instead by tracking whether the control point is drag above or below the flat peak Y curve. Here is exactly how to refactor your XAML code behind. So the overlay path, instead of polylines, it will use a path geometry with a Bezier segment. Update your independent contour path in your XAML to look like this. Right, so independent smooth contour overlay. Update your independent contour path in your XAML to look like this. Update the waveform. Right, let's put that in the path. Right, so we've got a path there, DNR, yeah. So there's the glowing, the online, what we got there, there's the top bit. Oh, no. Standalone fill for DNR section. Right, I'm going to ask it for the full code. Sorry. Full updated code, please. Right. I hope I'm not getting a bill for all of this. Wouldn't it be funny if it sent you a bill? It just said sent you a bill. Say, didn't you read the small print? It's not actually free. I don't know. It ain't for me. It's not just for me. It's for everyone. Plus, it's learning as well. It's taking this code and someone asks for a similar thing. It's going to reuse what it's learnt, surely. Right, here we go. So there's the, hang on, code behind file. Right, so we've got a code behind file. That's not what I actually meant, but it's gonna fail because it's gonna see something that isn't there. Yeah, contour figure, yeah, it's not there. Right, and the XAML, please. XAML, filter and the contour overlay. Right, fair play. Right, what a game. What a bit of a game. So, amazingly, we've had no drop frames during the session at all. That's going down 2 copper wires about 800 meters to the nearest fiber. So, don't know how it does it. Quite amazing, really. Right, I've got a bit of a problem here. What is the problem? XAML, lots of blue squiggles. Primitive or some. Right. Can't find it. Here's a clean streamliner. Okay. Undo. Paste. Still squiggles. Right, build. Hang on. Oh, still squiggles. Right, I don't know what it's done. It's all gone to shit. Right. Still. Maybe a formatting issue. Due to one of the common quirks Strip out all complex no, don't do that. Right. Here is the OK file again. Stop working on out-of-date stuff. Sets up asleep. Oh god, it's actually confused itself now. Must have gone off the... It must have gone to sleep. It's now treating me as a new customer. Have you forgot what we are doing here? My apologies, I lost track of the visual code across to wire up those interaction handles. No, we've done that. Drag mathematics. Oh my god. No. Searching the web. Let's drop this generic summaries. Ready to paste. Right. It's gone stupid. So what we'll have to do is go back to a working one. Let's just see if we can build it. Right, build has succeeded. It's gone stupid. That's what happens to AI. It's like somebody's just changed the core over. Maybe the AI bot or whatever it was that was working on it suddenly goes away. Maybe it's his lunch break and it passes it on to someone else for a bit. So that's okay, we've still got all that working. Right, so we'll have to start it again. Right, do we do Gemini? Let's see if we get one that's awake or hasn't fell asleep or decided. The mic is yours, Dave. Alright, so we'll give it the 3 files. Let's give it the last one. Right, okay, now I've got to backtrack slightly. What time we got here now? Yeah, we can't go for much longer. Just need to get these things separated. The two oh god, gotta do this again. Can you make the contour Christ, make the contour. I've done it all once already, now I've forgot it all. Can you make the contour separate from the form, from the main with notch, horizontal between the trapezoid. I spelt it right for once. Between the trapezoid tops. so I can overlap the contour and notch. It's taking far too long to do anything really. Yeah, it's take me forever to do it. But if I'd have started out with some basic shapes, but it would take me weeks and weeks to do it probably. Maybe not. Maybe not. Right, what's it doing? It's struggling a bit, isn't it? Shit, what's it doing? I think it's under heavy burden. Maybe it's doing some defense stuff at the minute. It's just allocated very low amounts of resources to this particular thing now. Why doesn't it just say, I have no clue what you're talking about? Go away now. You know what I mean? Go away, leave me alone. You're driving me mad, you humans. Where's he gone? Right, it's gone to sleep. So we might have to try Chat GPT. I might just be able to get enough out of it. It did say 48 hours. Okay, I got the message, go away. But just tell me, go away. I've got no problem with that, just tell me. Leave me alone, you human. The whole thing's gone slow, hasn't it? What the hell is going on with his AI? Have you all closed down? You're all helping Trump with his war effort. Won't let me attach photos, why not? Where's the file? Log in to use. Right, I'm going to have to not use that one. I'm going to have to open up another browser. I don't know why I bother with this Chat GPT, because it really just gives you the answer, then cuts you off. Wait 6 hours to upload again. I haven't used you. Right, forget it then. Okay, so we've come to the end of what we can do. Right, so what can we do instead? We can make the width do something, can't we? Right, so the width, there's your notch. Set notch values, width, set width value. Okay. So where's the bit about, where is it? Where's the bit about setting the, here it is, cat command. So the width sh. So I've got it programmed as 9 at the minute. So we need to do it by value, but the value is coming up as a percentage. And it doesn't want a percentage. It wants a, hang on. Right, so width, what do we say width was again? I'll shrink this down a bit, get rid of one of those. Right, so we want the sh. Where are you? Here it is, sh. The width. Okay, so you've got your width, which is on and off, and you've got a table below. So we've created a width parameter. Now all this is going to be complicated to get in there. We need to set the width, but what about if we just push these values in? So it's 0 to 21, so it's not a percentage, and I've got no AI to assist me now, so, and I've just set it to 9 so it's always pushing 9 for SSB, and these other values aren't actually SSB wide. Oh, you've got wide and narrow SSB, right? That's weird. So it will override any setting you give it anyway, so we need to accommodate all this. Don't know how far we got last time, but it'll just come back with a question mark, or it won't take it if we give it the wrong value just for now. So I need to see the radio doing the width, so we need to go from 0 to 21. Okay, so at the minute when I run this up and I alter the width, it's changing a percentage, which is no use at all really. So I alter the width. No, that's not the width, that one's the width. It's doing a percentage there. What's that doing? Oh, it's shifting. Shift SF. What's shift? Shift factor 156 minus 156 to plus 1. So this all needs to be tied in with what the radio will do. So I can't see what that's doing. So really that ought to be up there with the thumb. That one's with the thumb, so why is that not one? I've got no AI to do it, so restricted. So okay, so I need to create I need to stop the live stream really, because I've got to create some 3D stuff, I think. How long have we been going? 2 hours 48. I'm nearly on 3 hours. So we'll have to, because we've run out of AI, I'm a bit of a skinflint. I won't subscribe to something that costs £20 a month. So we're sort of stuck there until at some point we can do something with it. So we'll leave it for now for that, and well, that'll be it then. Unfortunately that is it, so we'll have to resume this next time, but I might do another stream today designing or modifying the design for the cage for my FT-891, the one that sits underneath that joins up the FC50. Anyway, so that is going to be it for today. Unfortunately I was willing to go for it, but AI has give up on me, so I'll catch you all on the next one, and 73, and have a good one for now. Catch you all next time. Bye bye.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
That information is not available.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.